you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Oh fuck, Snake's over there.
Squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Dude, this one's not fair, especially in fucking hard mode.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
What are you talking about?
Really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the President, Although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people, a sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel would provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural, only cutting-edge technology. Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
How's this then? Damn.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Bouncing Betties.
Everybody down!
Oh shit. She's actually doing it. After Ocelot told her that it's all part of the Patriots.
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
She went out like a G. You know what, I'll say this, man. Fortune definitely didn't get enough story. I'm sure there's some backstory told, I just don't know where to find it. But she's definitely one they could have like really amplified more in this game. 'Cause she's dope in my opinion.
No!
Oh shit, here we go.
No! No, not now!
Check out the glitch.
Brothers!
You saw that, right? Fucking HD collection, man.
I've been waiting for this!
Look at that fucking arm, man.
It can't be.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss.
That fucking arm is pissing me off. There's still certain things that I don't understand.
Damn.
For example, when Liquid said, I'm gonna bury off the Patriots for good, or bury the Patriots for good, did he know of the Patriots now because of Ocelot, quote unquote, being the host and invading him? Or was he completely clueless of who the Patriots were from the beginning? Because obviously in Metal Gear Solid, the first one, there was no hint or like any type of thing of like, hey, there's something bigger than what it is, and I'm here to take over the shit, and I need to destroy, quote unquote, the Patriots. I could be mistaken, but I'm almost certain my original copy of Metal Gear Solid 2 is one of the first releases too. When the game first came out, my brother bought the copy right then and there. I think he bought it on day one, or if not day one, probably a couple days later. But this scene right here, where all of a sudden they just jump to them falling down to Federal Hall, the rooftop. I'm pretty sure they show Arsenal gear crashing through, or like a quick brief moments, and then edit it out. And the reason why it was edited out because you know, unfortunately due to September 11th, they didn't want to show scenes like that to kind of resemble or like bring back bad memories. So to show respect, they cut out that scene of them crashing through New York and all that.
Of America 200 years ago today, and it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation.
I could be wrong. My original copy could be the way it is, and I just don't remember it that well.
Liberation of this country. This
so I'm gonna have to look up some YouTube videos of day one release or something.
Freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack,
money, power, respect.
It's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date.
That's...
No one lasts forever.
He's not lying.
life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch?
That's exactly what it means, guys. Meaning they can't give birth. They can't make babies.
When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all. And we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human.
What?
Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome
Shit gets
was
real.
completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that it would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
I didn't do that. I used stun grenades.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for
You
what
slut.
I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise.
Crazy shit, right?
Raiden, take Solidus down.
Like I mentioned
Think
before,
again.
man.
I'm through doing what
The way
I
things are
told.
going, man, this can't.
really?
This is not too
Aren't you
far-fetched.
forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Jack, my son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Oh.
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop. Your own double helix. It's time we were both free. I have
Final showdown.
For wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
Say what?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed.
Oh yeah, John Woo that shit.
Brace yourself.
All right, in very easy mode. Oh shit, my controller turned off. Oh god. Oh fuck, I completely forgot to turn on my controller. What the fuck is this blue light? Oh, there's a glitch. That's it, baby. He's saying something right there, but no one knows what he said. And I think I even looked this up on Google. So someone let me know in the comments what the idea behind or the history behind it, if there is anything. Alright, well, Solidus, guys. He was actually, written out pretty dope in this, I think, in my opinion. The idea of him trying to wipe out the Patriots because it's unfair, you know, create Sons of Liberty where we're all free. Sounds good on paper, or when you say it. Or, yeah, sounds good on paper if you write it out, but it was poorly executed. Good intentions in a way, but poorly executed and made him to turn out to be the bad guy. Or is he the bad guy? But that's up to you how you want to interpret Solidus. I still think he would have been a crazy motherfucker even if he did wipe out the Patriots. He would have he would have taken power for himself and run and rule the country or the nation. Oh, and here we are. People are just open, as if it's not a simulation anymore. It's as if the Patriots said, "All right." It's like the Matrix, that scene when Lawrence Fishburne told everyone to stop.
What they are.
Or he said, "Freeze," and everyone froze.
You have, and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in?
Believe in dinosaurs, man.
What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
we can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can
decide, create a better future.
And your own future.
That's what we need to do in this world. I'm not trying to get too deep, man. You know, we're a little bit backwards, man. Rather people would like to see it or refuse to see it. But there are a lot of things going on where it's sad that years from now, we're in 2020, that there are a lot of weird regulations, weird rules, or not even just rules, but the fact that people view each other in a weird, ugly way for no reason, when we're all human beings. We bleed the same color.
Choose your own legacy.
And
it's for you to decide. It's up to you.
You know, it's just like we're really really badly, poorly backwards, man, and we're still going and still
By the way,
keeping the same mentality on for years, especially when it comes to voting. So, like I said, man, we need a better change. We need to stop repeating that. These nuts. We need to stop repeating this bullshit. So, let's be smart about it. We need a better future, a better tomorrow. No Wu-Tang. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not trying to get political, man. I'm trying to be that person.
I'll pick my own name.
If you're listening, man, be smart about it. Don't just do it because for whatever wrong reason. Well, rather not be, but let's just be human for a moment and ask yourself, if you were in these shoes, would you let it happen to you? So
I know.
Just gotta be human and have a soul in yourself, man. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. So let's go back to the game.
Even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Well, that fucking sucks. So that means he can't fuck up, even though he's done with the mission.
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
Oh shit, my copy of FL Studio.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots' identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze
in other
the
words,
code and
they're
you
gonna
can
decode
probably
it.
Find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Oh shit, Rose is real. Yo, Raiden, when you pull up to her and hug her, whisper in her ear, say, "Let's go to Mari."
Snake?
What's wrong?
The Rose that you're staring at, she changed her look, so what does she really look like?
Can I
Hair
ask
is
you
not her real
something?
hair color, her eyes I think are not
Who am
real.
I, really?
Or whatever.
I wouldn't know.
Context wise, I guess.
But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh.
Fuck no. I want a drug test. I want a paternity test. So you mean to tell me no one in the
See me
fucking
for
crowd
what I
sees
am,
this dude in this fucking crazy sneaking suit, along with handcuffs being broken, and then a fucking sword behind his back? I ain't the dad. I know I'm not the dad.
Do you remember this place?
Enjoy the rest of this. This was Metal Gear Solid 2.
This is where we first met.
Where Solidus died?
I remember now. Hmm? Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry, I was texting. I could have started my introduction. So the credits went through, so I'm surprised and happy that it went through. So we're gonna watch the credits because there is a post-credit, a Marvel ending. And I'm gonna see if I can get AOD for Metal Gear Solid 3. But if I start Metal Gear Solid 3, that means AOD will not be with me, and I'm doing this at the comfort of my own home. And I'll have AOD join me for Metal Gear Solid 4. Either way, AOD is gonna join me for one of these games. So I'm gonna make him watch these two since it's all gonna be in a playlist. But yeah. Thank you for watching and tuning in. I hope you guys had a good time. I know there's a lot of gameplay videos that everyone's done on YouTube for this game. And, you know, I wanted to be the one to stand out a little bit and, you know, separate myself on what's different between this gamer and that gamer. And, you know, this is more of a hobby. I'm not trying to compete with them or anything. You know, these guys are doing their thing. Show love to them if you already subscribed to these players. But, you know, I just wanted to come in with a different taste flavor when coming to this game. But yeah, like I mentioned before in the previous game, your boy is full-time now. If you are a rapper and you need beats and you really want to invest in yourself, man, check it out. The link is going to be in the description for you to lease some beats. And anyone that is familiar with my work and they love my EPs and whatever my music in general, you can show support and buy the EPs and albums. The link will also be in the description. So every support, every little thing that you guys do to help me make music much more and continue pursuing music more and making me continue to do this full time even more, I appreciate the love and all the support that I can get. So thank you for leasing, thank you for buying a simple EP and all that stuff. So I do truly appreciate it.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disk.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
Well, you should have said fuck, not hell, but yeah. So you mean to tell me the Patriots are already fucking dead? Oh my god. I killed 56 people and 0 rations used, baby. I kept my word. Haha. And I used the wig at the last minute because I needed to save my ammo for stun grenades and rations and whatever. Chaff grenades. But yeah, so this was Metal Gear Solid 2, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I had fun. This was dope revisiting, and I was super excited finally when I got my new mic, which is what you're hearing now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, show some love, follow us on Instagram, Beats and Geeks Gaming channel. Or I'm sorry, Instagram is Beats and Geeks Gaming. Yeah, everything's gonna be under in the description, so you guys can read it right then and there, and then all that stuff. So show some love to AOD for providing the music for these channels. You know, you'll hear it in the intro and outros in these gameplays. So AOD is doing his thing. So if you guys need music for your YouTube channel, or if you're doing a short movie or any type of movie film for your channel, man, hit him up. He's on the path of like scoring movies and all that. He's like, that's what he wants to do. But he still does hip hop, of course. So he still does that for artists. But you know, he's a big fan of Hans Zimmer, so he's in that path, man. So that's why this dude is my brother from another mother, and we and him click very well with, when it comes to music, and we go in full depth. So go show some love. The link is in the description, and you can also follow him on Instagram. So do that right now. And as for me, as your boy, the E, again, your boy is doing. I'm doing full time with music. So every support that you guys do, it goes towards the music, and makes me make music or new things. There's new investments to the music, so new sounds, all that stuff. So you guys are definitely a big portion of me continuing music and all that stuff. So check it out. Hit me up if you guys want music for your vlogs, for your Instagram videos, whatever, anything like that. I got you. Same thing with AOD. For me, I got for those that are not aware, I've done music for YouTubers like Gina Darling, David So, Silent Mike, who's a fitness dude, and some other people. Man, there's other people. Julia Chow, who was formerly from JK Films and all that. So my music was on there. So yeah, your boy's working. I've done some music for makeup artists on their channel and even on Instagram. So I got you. So hit me up. For artists out there, if you guys are serious about making an EP or you need music or beats, you can lease my work, and then you can check it out right then and there. And for those that are wondering what my credentials are for when it comes to producing music for artists, I produced music for the rapper Vado. I did 2 tracks or 1 track on the Sinatra 2 tape. I did 1 track for Sinatra 2.5. And then I produced music for my whole crew, Shadow Mob, my dude Whispers. If you guys don't know who Whispers is, you better recognize immediately. He is definitely one that is super slept on, and people need to wake up. But yeah, Whispers was on Styles P's album, the Locks EP, the Trinity EP. He was on Chic Luch's shit. So I produced music for Whispers. Shout out to my dude Whispers, man. He definitely opened the path for me and you know, recognized something about me. So much love to him, and I appreciate the love, and I'm part of Shadow Mod. That's the team right there. So Whispers, you know, I produced his I produced one song with him on his first Wizardly tape, and then Wizardly 2 I did like 5 tracks, I think, or 6, I forgot. And with those tracks on Wizardly 2, I was able to produce a song. Oh shit, there's a bee. So I was able to produce a song that featured Sheik Luch in 2 songs. So I was like, yo, I was bugging out. I was like, yo, Sheik Luch on my own production? I'm like, what kind of shit is this? And I was super excited. I'm like, yo, this is a legend that I was listening to in 97 and all that. So it was super dope and surreal that, you know, he's on a production of mine. So yeah, so I did that. I produced a song that featured Nino Man. If you guys don't know who Nino Man is, he's part of Jadakiss's shit, the Raspy shit, So Raspy movement or label. What else, man? Yeah, the list is big, man. You know, Don Infa, my dude, another Shadow Mob. But yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. You know, I got some shit sent in to Lloyd Banks. So yeah, like I said, hit me up if you need beats. You can lease them right now, so go check it out. But yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. Hope you guys had a good time, and get ready for Metal Gear Solid 3. That'll be the next one. So let's get it.